Hello everyone, it's Chris, aka Taka, and it's time for this week's haul video. Sorry for the lighting a little bit. I was absolutely exhausted after rummage selling and everything today, so I took a nap right away instead of uh, filming right away, so the sun's at a different angle than normal, but it's bright enough to show off the products. This is my haul video for the last 2 weeks for rummage selling and thrifting. I will start with my toy finds. Two of my toy finds need a little sewing, even though they do look in good condition otherwise, like they're clean. I paid up a little for this one. This one was $2.50, but this movie that this lovely, I think her name's Tali, the donkey, from the movie David. It's literally just coming to Netflix now. Like it came out in theaters, but it's just getting to a streaming platform now. So one of her seams ripped where I just untied the seam. So I will resew that once my finger finishes healing, where I snipped myself about 2.5 weeks ago. But I had never seen this character before. Similarly, this is new with tags, so I don't think it was played with or anything. This is a portal capsule. That on its original website, the goat was $30. It was on sale for Memorial Day for like $24. So $2.50 is still not a bad deal, even if I have to solo. So this one I have to solo because this seam popped along here. And I mean, when I list this one, I will definitely do that. And this might be an actual find, and that might be worth it. They might be fine paying a little bit less for the repair because this is like $100 thing according to most of my research right now. So I was like, for what I paid, which was $1, I will sew a little and report that I sewed it back up for you. And then for $1 at Goodwill, I grabbed this 1981 Garfield, who is as old as me. He is good. He doesn't need any sewing or anything, but his eyes are a little worn. The pupils have worn down some and they're a little scratched up, but trying to get together a lot of Garfield. I think I already have his teddy bear and Odie and Arlene the cat. So I'm trying to get a lot together. And then the only book I let myself get in the last 2 weeks, because it was only like 50 cents today, and the movies, He-Man movies coming out soon. Masters of the Universe, River of the Rune. I definitely had some of these when I was a kid. Definitely wasn't my copy coming back to me because I was bad as a kid and wrote things all over. This is actually a pretty clean copy of it. So I will read it and then probably list it. Then for $1, I checked, it's not scratched up or anything. Grabbed the Aristocats on DVD for myself. It's worth it just for the soundtrack. It's one of those really good soundtracks. This I haven't decided if I'm just going to keep it or not. This is a Stranger Things DVD Blu-ray set that looks like a VHS tape. Now, my favorite parts are these kind of details. So that's not the Rummage sale sticker from today. I only paid $1. It says it was $3 for ST back then, but that is literally part of the design. And then you open it, and there's this box that looks like an oversized VHS tape. This is just season 1 of Stranger Things. It's not the whole collection. But then you pop it, and there's a limited edition poster inside. And then the Blu-ray discs are on top. And when you pull them out, get back here, the regular DVDs are under it. So I thought for $1 that was a well-designed thing, and it looked like everything was there as far as I could tell. There was no missing spaces, but I do like that it was both the DVD and Blu-ray because you don't even get a DVD drive anymore in your laptops, which drives me nuts. But I don't have Blu-ray. I just have DVD player. And right now I have a DVD VHS, and I think my VHS part of it died. I think the DVD part's still working. Plus the TV in this room has a DVD attached to it. But I may sell this, but it's not selling for that much online. But I just love the detailing on this to be the like 1980s VHS tape feel. I got a few things that are more like just keeping my business going from my Trashkateer Treasures, and I got some pool noodles for $1 each that were marked $1.25 originally from Dollar Tree, which means they're a couple years old because I noticed the other day they're like $3 a pool noodle now. I've been working through a supply of pipe insulators that are basically the same thing for packing. For $1, I got apparently sticker packs, but also more Halloween bags. I usually put like my business card and like a freebie in here. Like usually it's an ornament / sun catcher. People. And then last week for 75 cents, I grabbed this pile of Post-it notes because you can never have too many Post-it notes in this business because you use it to mark boxes even just for before you print labels. Then I got this ornament today for $1, which is a pretty good price for a Bronner's ornament. It's just a school bus ornament, no box or anything. I thought that was cute. But last week I got a better deal on a giant ornament, reverse painted. It is a Nequa art piece, limited edition, but it is like big. Normally they're like a third, 2/3 of this at most. But it came with its certificate of authenticity, which they never come with. Its descriptor, which this one is Wildfire by John Q. Wright, an artist. And while it's technically a giant ornament, it doesn't have your traditional hook area that it does. So I don't know how you display this, but it is this beautifully done horses thing. And just as a reminder, any horse item I sell, 10% of the sale goes to animal charity. So like horses usually go with the farm charity, you know, although these ones just look like wild ones. But this says it's number 737 out of 1,000. But I couldn't quite go wrong with $1. I just don't know how you display it. Speaking of displays, I grabbed what is a Pokemon diorama display. There is one injury to the back of it, so it wouldn't ruin your display. One of the branches seems to have broken off, but apparently it's for the smaller figures for Pokemon. You can put one on top, one there, and one there. It also just looked really cool for $1 in the store, with this like tree and mushrooms and stuff. For $1 today at a rummage sale, I did break down to get a creamer. I haven't been buying much plateware and kitchenware, but I cannot resist a Berggren, especially a Berggren rooster. And this one says, "Help thyself." And that is the same pattern that I sold a snack plate set for a couple years back. So for $1, you can't go wrong, especially because it was like the first thing all day. I swear it wasn't chipped when I looked at it for like stuff like this. Last week I got this for $1. I figured for $1, if it came in the box, it was probably worth it just as a display piece. But it is a rabbit. I thought for first it was a bat, but his image comes up as a bat character for like a K-pop group. So I did not actually find this figure though, so I haven't figured out a price range for him yet. But for $1, I thought he was cute, and the fact his name is either Rock or Boo Boo. I'm gonna assume he's Boo Boo and the humanoid character's Rock, but I am unsure. Then I did break down and buy one shirt today for 50 cents. It's a Frog and Toad shirt. They had a different one there that was just an extra large. This one's a 2X. I like wearing them big so they can shrink longer in the laundry. That one was Frog and Toad, can't stop eating. They were sharing cookies, but this one is them like fishing, and one's reading a book, and it says, "Today I will take life easy." So definitely will wash first before I wear it. Then I paid $1 for this little McDonald's piece. Now I got something similar that was like a fry basket, but it didn't do this. Dinosaur. That's my fun transformer for they don't transform as much as the old school transforming dinosaur changeable thingies, but for $1 he made me smile. And then for my free box finds, I found this pin that I think says it's an Avon pin. And it says #1 manicurist, and it's like a gold file and a rubied nail polish. And then got this cute little Game Boy tin. Apparently it held grape flavor deep pad candy, but I thought it was a cute tin to keep something in, and I still have my old Game Boy somewhere. Think I know exactly where it is, but I would have to double check. But it worked still the last time I played it, like 2 years ago. The last time I cleaned out something and played it for a bit. But it does eat up batteries. And then the other freebie I found, I, of course, being the weird individual I am, could not pass up a little voodoo doll thingy. That's the Riddler. For free? Yeah, I'll take a voodoo doll. Thanks. So that is all my finds for the last 2 weeks. It has been particularly slow. The thrift stores have not been that fabulous to me. Again, I did find toys, but then like 2 of them I have to repair, even though they're looking like brand new products. But it was an interesting mix of stuff, and I have a few things to list now for next week. My algorithm's down because my dead pile with, just the stuff I haven't listed yet, it's down to like $2 to $5 items, like little toys and little ornaments that aren't on their own worth selling until you get a lot of them together. I actually did really well cutting down my dead pile over winter, and I just ran out where you're like, I'm not listing an item for $5 to accept 3 and then not make a thing on it. So better to do it as a lot. Like last time I did a video, I found the Rugrats toy, put it with another Rugrats toy last week. But it is getting difficult. So I'm glad I have a few things I can list this week. I was also glad just to find stuff that was useful, post-it notes and more pool noodles are actually quite useful for keeping me organized. I'll put my links for my Trashkateer Treasures for eBay and Etsy down below. Thanks for watching.